Good morning, Chag Pesach Sameach. Pesach is finally here, the Jewish holiday of Passover. It is the day, and I'm vlogging, and I'll see how much I can vlog for you, but I'm definitely vlogging all the prep up to the Seder, and I'll try and get a few little clips during Passover Seder as well. I'm actually hosting both Seders tonight and tomorrow night, so I'm sure between the two, I'll have lots of Passover to share with you guys. I'm about to do the flowers. The table is all set. I'll show it to you guys. I mean, you've already seen it, but just a few little updates here and there. This is our table for tonight. I have to do the flowers. Tonight is just my in-laws and us, so small crowd, and then tomorrow night is some friends and more of like a kid-friendly crowd. So that's what's going on here. But actually, I'm going to flash back to what I've been doing the past few days prepping for tonight. So we are flashing back to 2 days before Passover, and I'm starting with my charoset. I like making charoset in advance because I actually think it tastes better once the flavors had all had a chance to like mellow out together and a chance for the raisins and dates to soften. So it's a great one to make ahead. This is a really simple recipe. As you can see with most of my recipes, I don't really measure. I just kind of, go by eyesight on what it looks like. But you basically just need to chop up the apples and then add in chopped almonds, dates, and raisins. People usually use walnuts for charoset, but I find them to be a bit bitter. The charoset is something that we put on the Seder table as well as on the Seder plate itself, and it's meant to resemble and symbolize the mortar that the Jewish people used to make bricks to build the pyramids when we were slaves in Egypt. So it's a very spiritually significant food. Different Jewish cultures from around the world have slightly different recipes, but almost all of them are sweet and involve some type of fruit or dried fruit. But most commonly in Ashkenazi families like ours, you'll see it with apples. And then in Sephardic families, you'll see more of like a dried fruit variety. And then I always add in a little bit of wine. You can use grape juice as well, and just mix it together and it's ready to go. Okay, first up for this morning, I've got everything laid out that I need to cook in different sections. I've got the potatoes ready to go. I've got the matzah farfel over here. And then I just filled this bowl with ice because I'm going to boil these eggs, peel them, and then boil them, put them in the ice bath, and then peel them. Apparently that's the best way to easily peel them. Who knows? Okay, into the water. Literally just threw in and cracked the first egg. Okay, we've got the timer for 10 minutes, and that gives me 10 minutes to chop up everything for the the farfel kugel. Starting with, I got this at Trader Joe's, a mirepoix. It's a starter, carrots, onion, and celery, all chopped up, and that's going to go into my saute pan. Okay, so here is the start of the farfel kugel, just sauteing, and here are the eggs boiling. Don't mind the smashed egg in there, but all right, going good so far. Okay, well that's going to be the way I'm going to get started, just chopping up my potatoes for a roast potato. So next up for the roast potatoes, I'm just chopping them, adding some olive oil and some spices. Because the salmon and meatballs and everything else has so much flavor, I like for this size to just be simple. That's how we do it in our home. Sometimes when I see people preparing like every dish with so much flavor, I'm like, I need a side that's just plain. I don't know. That's just me. So that's what I'm doing here, just simply slicing the potatoes and a little bit of spice. And next I'm going to take my boiled eggs out of the pot and start cracking them. This is a method I saw online where you put them into boiling water and then straight into an ice bath, and that apparently makes them easier to peel. Okay, so the eggs are done boiling. Hopefully they're going to be easy to peel. We'll see. The mirepoix and vegetables are still stir frying. Potatoes are cut. So I'm going to peel the eggs and then finish up the farfel kugel. So after they sat in their ice bath for just a few minutes, you're going to run them under cold water, and it makes them really easy to peel. This was my easiest peeling batch of eggs ever. Hooray! If you've ever hosted Seder and had to peel like 20 eggs, you know the struggle. But basically, this recipe, put them into already boiling water and boil them for 10 minutes and then straight into the ice bath and then peel them with cold water. And it really worked. I was very impressed. I will be using this method from now on. Another thing I read about it is that it keeps the cooking consistent, because normally I let the eggs come to a boil like with the water, but when you do that, I guess it's slightly more inconsistent of exactly how long they take to cook. And then normally, like once it comes to a boil, you turn it off and then you let it, sit in the boiling water, not on the stovetop. It's a whole thing. But this recipe was way better. Okay, moving on to the farfel kugel. So a farfel kugel is made with matzah farfel. Matzah farfel is just little pieces of matzah, and you can add anything to it that you like. So we added vegetables to ours, just stirred it together. I actually don't use an egg with this. You can. I just use chicken broth and some flavoring. Some people use eggs. I do with my matzah pizza crust just to make it like chewier, I guess, stick together better. But because I was doing things in a rush and I didn't want the egg to scramble, like if you put it straight in with the hot vegetables, that would be bad. So that's why I just left out the egg and it was totally fine. Okay, that was very productive. I'm about to put up the potatoes in the oven, but I just want to show you guys what I got done so far this morning. The boiled eggs, roast potatoes, and 2 farfel kugels. So I think that's going to be all I get to do today. I've got 3 little boys, a baby who's obviously home with me the whole time. My 6-year-old who's in kindergarten is on spring break right now. Thankfully, his grandma and his aunt and everyone's been taking him out and about, and then my little one is in preschool, but everyone is only occupied for like a few hours of the day, and then with the baby and the dogs running around, it's just, I have to work. I just have to get things done in like fits and starts. But we did a lot today, so that was great. I'll let you know if I get up to anything else before tomorrow. Big day. Good morning. So we are off to school. Who's going to school today? Well, really, we all are. Corey has school. Max is coming to baby class. Me and Zachy have baby class. So that's how Passover is starting. You ready for baby class? Go cute you are. Mama, and Max is ready. Corey's ready. Okay, we're done with baby class, and now we're doing the most important thing today, which is buying what? Flowers. That's right. Cute baby. That's right. We're buying flowers for Passover. Zachy. Oh, Zachy! What are all those coat hangers? What do you got? What's that baby with all the coat hangers? So cute. Okay, we are back from the grocery store. We got our flowers from Trader Joe's. Got a whole bunch of them. I actually need to bring in the rest of the groceries.
Mom?
Yeah?
Where are the groceries?
The groceries are still in the car. We need to go get them. So yeah, Zachy, what are you doing?
Mom, are you ready for me to finish?
Yes, you keep reading the book. Zachy's gonna play with the hangers. Then Zachy, it's your nap time. And then we have our clothes for Seder here. Look how cute.
Mom.
Hold on, these are the boys' monogram shirts. And then look at Zachy's outfit.
Mom.
So cute. His little bubble. Yes, okay. I gotta go listen to that book. I gotta bring in the groceries. Okay, so up first for this morning is I'm going to be baking the gefilte fish. This is what it looks like. Ungers.
Can I see it?
Yeah, come look.
I don't even see the fish.
This is the fish. I know, it looks very funny. It's a loaf. It's a gefilte fish loaf.
And how come it's not pinkish grayish?
Well, it is kind of grayish. I'm going to bake it in
But why isn't it pinkish?
I don't know. It's just grayish. I'm going to bake it in a pan with 1 inch of water.
So then it will be pinkish?
I think it'll still be pretty white for an hour and a half. And then it'll be ready. I'll just slice it, decorate it with some boiled carrots, and then put it in the refrigerator. I really prefer the frozen loaf to the jar, but I also do have the jar stuff just so we have both. Okay, let me pop this in to the water. And now we're gonna bake it. And here is the gefilte fish in a jar, which you just open and is ready to serve. So now it's time to do one of my absolute favorite things when I'm hosting, and that is to do the flower arranging for the table. My grandmother was actually a florist at one point, but I shared my Passover table a few weeks ago to give you guys some inspiration of like how I was setting it and designing it. And for that video, I was really lucky that Petite Petals, who is a local Jewish-owned business in the DC area, they do like Shabbat flowers and things like that. They gave me flowers to use for that, but of course that was like over a week and a half before the actual Seder, so I needed to get some of my own for the real Seder. So I just popped to Trader Joe's. Their flowers are really inexpensive, and I just got a bunch of colors of spray roses, I think they're called. They're really little roses, and I did love how they came out. Like, it was really beautiful and springy and like looked like a garden meadow. But when you compare them to what the professionals did, it's not as good. I am not a professional. And they actually really inspired me though. So I think next time I do a bouquet, I'm going to try and like learn from what they did and the different flowers they picked. But this is how I'm used to doing it. I just get either different colors of the same flower or the same color of different flowers. That's how I do it at my house. But these are still the vases that they had given me. So I still think it looked really pretty. Okay, so these are all set and ready for the table. Okay, Max just made a beautiful Passover card. Can you tell me all about it?
Okay, well, first I'll tell you which one is which.
Well, yeah, tell us what foods are on there.
Well, this one's parsley.
Mm-hmm.
This one's lettuce.
Yeah. Okay, that one's an egg. Keep going.
This is a shank bone.
Mm-hmm.
This is a bitter.
Mm-hmm.
And
He's very mad. He's bitter.
and here's the chosen.
Mm-hmm.
This is the salt water for the parsley to dip in. I want to dip in you. And here's the orange, which I found out in the Meet the Matzah book that some people put oranges on their Seder plate.
That's right.
And here's matzah. There's the matzah ball soup, macaroon for dessert, gefilte fish. He has two faces.
Yeah.
One for the fish and one for the food.
I love it.
And here's the brisket.
Mm.
Here's the chicken soup. You bought that, right?
Bubby made it, yeah.
And you got it.
I got it.
And here's the farfel.
Farfel, right?
And these are meatballs.
Yeah.
Bubby made that too.
She sure did.
And here's fruit slices. We had that. Here's a fruit slice. We had that last Passover. And here's chocolate. Mom told me that some people have that instead of the afikomen for dessert.
That's right. What did you write at the bottom?
Happy Passover.
I love it. Should we hang it up on the wall so everyone sees it when they come in?
Sure. What's it?
Okay, the gefilte fish loaf is supposedly ready. I've actually never baked one before. Let's see. Oh, starting to brown on the top. I guess that's a good sign. So I'm going to take it out and I'm going to go fetch my middle son from preschool. And then we're going to take our Pesach family picture and then keep moving. Me and Corey here are going to do the Seder plate. Are you going to help me?
Yeah.
You're such a good helper. Thank you, Corey.
How sweet.
I was just going to ask you, do you remember what goes on the Seder plate?
Parsley, egg,
Yeah.
horseradish, sage bone.
Good job. And one last thing. Haroset. Haroset. All right, what should we start with?
Haroset.
Haroset. I have it in this bowl. Nah, you want more? Hold on, let me get my name. Might have to go to Jackie's bottle. You see the haroset? Hold on, don't touch with your hands. Just put it in a bowl. Hold on, Jackie. Where's Baba? Okay, I'm gonna put the haroset in a bowl. There we go.
Why?
That way it doesn't get all over the dish. Okay, can you put it in that one?
Yeah.
Okay. No, just like this. Just place it nicely. Good job. And you know what this is? What's that? Shake bones.
Shake bones.
Yeah, here we got 2 of them. 2 shake bones today.
Mama, I want the chicken from shake bones.
You want the chicken from the shake bone?
Yeah.
No, it's actually, hold on. Whoa, look at this, got so messy. Here is the horseradish, the bitter herbs. You put that one right there. Careful, don't spill. Right there. Good job, Corey. Throw this away. Okay, now we need some parsley and egg.
Baba.
Hold on, Zachy. Egg where it says pizza. Just one.
I want to put 4.
No, we need 1 because we got to eat these. We got a lot of people to give eggs to. Okay, now we need our parsley. Hold on, let me break a piece. Okay, put that one there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, actually, you know what? This needs to go here. We need another. Wait, can you leave the parsley? Leave the parsley.
Mama.
Okay. Put that one there. Put that one there.
Mama.
No, careful, because this stains. This is very stainy.
Mama, I want to put.
Okay, and then we need some lettuce for the
Baba.
Okay, can you put that? Hold on, let me put that off. Okay, put that in the last spot. Last spot. Good job. Look at this beautiful Seder plate. All right, that's all done. You ready for the plate? Let's get Zachy his Baba.
Baba.
Baba, what are you looking for? Tell everyone what you're looking for. Are you looking for your Baba? Say Baba, look how cute you are. So cute. Your Baba? Baba. All right, let's go get your Baba. Come here, Zachy. Time to get our Baba. Okay, next up we need to make salt water. Corey, who made this beautiful saltwater dish?
Who did?
Me. You did. Last year when you were 2 years old, right? So we're gonna put salt and water in it and make salt water. Corey did end up getting an egg.
Can I help?
Yes, you can help. Okay, we need salt.
We don't eat this red thing.
Well, you can.
Yeah, it's just a bit of herbs, Corey. Yeah, but it's spicy.
Very spicy. All right, what do we need for salt water? Anybody know? Any guesses what we need for salt water?
Yeah, okay. Salt and water.
Salt and water.
Bugs.
You got it.
Bugs, stand on my chair. Actually, I'm on my own chair.
All right, get your
Can
own.
you stop eating that boiled egg? It's grossing me out.
He's almost done with it. All right, here is the water. And now we just need the salt.
I want to put in the salt.
Every boy's gonna get to put some salt in.
Okay.
Okay, ready? Hold on. I'm gonna put it in the spoon and then you're gonna put it in, okay?
Does it have too much salt?
Yeah, it'll be too salty. Okay, put that in. Put it in.
Mom, I
Okay,
want
you do it. Good job. All right, Max's turn. Okay.
Is this too much salt?
No, I think that's just right. And then let's stir it up. All right, salt water.
Can
Okay,
I
I'm gonna
be
put this
the
on the
first
table.
one to try parsley dipped in it?
Yeah, you sure can. Okay, the next thing we have to do is put parsley on everyone's plate. Everyone needs parsley. And now I'm just finishing up with slicing the gefilte fish loaf, which by the way is so good, so much better than the canned or the jarred, and slicing my eggs. I just sliced them in half. I thought they looked nice that way. Usually I do give people a whole egg on their plate, but I actually this year sliced them because we had so many people and like little kids. The second night I thought this was a better move, and then I liked it a lot better how it looked all displayed with them sliced open like that. And then for decoration, I guess, but also for flavor, I put little sliced up pickles with the gefilte fish and sliced up boiled carrots as well, which makes it taste really good to combine it. Okay, we just took our Pesach pictures. I tried to do them a little earlier in the day, and it went
Max, you want to carry this
pretty much
back
like
to the house?
this. We'll see if we got any that are usable. Okay, so it's about half an hour before family arrives, and this is very tricky for Seder. Because there's a whole Seder before we eat, the timing of when to like put food in the oven is very tricky because it's not when people arrive. It's like a while after that, if that makes sense. So I've got the chicken soup here that my mother-in-law made, but I'm not heating it yet because like by the time we eat the soup, you know what I mean? I've also got the kugel, the meatballs, the potatoes. That's all ready to go, but I'm not popping it in the oven just yet. I've got Corey. What are you squeaking? Is that a frog? Is that a frog you're squeaking?
Yeah.
That's a frog. Then there's a dog who's chosen a great spot to take a nap right now. And let me show you what we got on the table. My Haggadah, if you guys want it for next year, if you didn't have the perfect Haggadah, it's still available. Matzah holder with the 3 matzot inside, salt water.
Mom.
Then we've got the Seder plate, so gorgeous. The flowers Corey made. Okay, and the cover and plate that Corey made. I see a baby on the stairs. Zachy, what you doing? What you doing? Oh, you wanted to come down and see the Seder? Oh, you're ready to go right now, huh? It's not time yet. It's not time yet. Give him a snack because usually when he goes into his eye chair, he's hungry. Are you hungry? Are you hungry for a snack? How about some cheese? Cheese?
But Zachy's eyes didn't follow.
Oh yeah, the frog Zachy made is still intact.
Nana.
Nana, that means snack, snack, snack.
Can I answer that?
I'm
Need a color. He's looking over here. Hold on a second.
Whoa, what is that?
I got this.
Okay. Our liberation from Egypt and journey to the land of Israel is a singular defining story of our
That's
people.
mine.
The passage from slavery
And
to freedom.
matzah. Why did this say only matzah? On all the night to me, all purple.
Get it warmer.
Zachy, what did you find?
Warmer. Keep it colder. Warmer. 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 Colder. 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 Try again.
The other one.
Find it?
There it is.
Yeah!
What'd you find, Cor?
Guys, go get your presents. Fuck your Graham Town. Go give the happy cones and you trade it.
Yay!
See, there's things to do.
Oh, wow. You want me to close it so you can put it again?
The first Seder is done. My in-laws and everyone helped clean up, so thankfully everything is pretty much clean again. I'm a little bit exhausted, but we had such a nice night. It was really lovely. My camera is so dirty. And I'll be back in a split second for you guys tomorrow for me to get started on Seder number 2. Good morning. It is the first day of Passover, technically, and tonight is our second Seder. I just finished setting the table. My husband's been cleaning and getting everything ready, and I've been working on the table. We have the 2 little kids' tables out because we got a lot of little ones tonight. Speaking of little ones, what are you guys up to? Does anyone else's kids just totally ignore them? They're looking at the coloring books that we gave them last night for the Seder. We let them do coloring books during the Seder, which worked out pretty well. So let me show you the table. It's very different than last night because it's a lot of kids tonight. I'm trying to, so because I know everything will be chaotic just based on the guests attending, I'm trying to keep everything really minimal on the table. So instead of putting the Seder plate and everything on the table, I put it here on the buffet.
These aren't colors.
So let me show you that. Okay, so here's where the Seder plate's gonna be. I have to still put the stuff on. Corey's flowers that he made in preschool. I love these so much. And I really love how they go with our matzah thing. So this is the one that holds 3 matzot from your Ellie Vogel. I put the 2 Kiddush cups here, the regular one, Elijah, Kippot, matzot. Hi, Coco.
Mom, when is Elijah gonna come in our door?
When is Elijah gonna come in our door? I don't know. We never really know when Elijah's gonna come, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're so sweet. Okay, let me show you the adult table. This cloth is from Target. I was actually about to give it away because it's got some stains on it. I don't know if you can tell on camera. But then I was like, you know what? For tonight, it's fine, and then I'll decide. It's also too small for the table. Chargers are just Michael's. They were like 50 cents. Paper plates, guys, and plastic plate on top. Not using the china tonight, but I am using glassware. It's funny, like, so we're using paper plates. These are plastic plates on top for like the eggs and haroset. And these are plastic chargers from Michael's. But I still think it looks like pretty nice. And then I just put the candlesticks and the flowers on the table. So this is the look for night number 2. Kids tables. I mentioned this before, but I'm not going to set the kids tables till like right before, or my kids will be throwing paper plates all over the house. Anyways, so that's what's going on in there. The kitchen is like sort of clean. The dishwasher's running. Like, things are in progress, if you know what I mean. It's only 9 in the morning, so we have tons of time. And I've got the brisket cooking for tonight. And that's what's going on here. I'll see you in a little bit. Starting off the day, I am prepping the chicken. These are just chicken thighs. I really recommend when you're hosting for a crowd, make bone-in, skin-on chicken thighs. They're so good. They're always like really crispy and juicy. You don't have to be as careful about cook time and things like that. Like you can overcook them, but it's hard to. Whereas chicken breast, I feel like has to be cooked really perfectly, or else it can be really dry, especially without the skin on. And I don't really have a recipe again for this. I really just put spices. I like to use that Ozem consomme, which is like a soup mix actually, and some honey. The sweetness on the chicken skin is so good. And then just cover it up, and I'm just going to roast it before everyone gets there. And then I'm cutting up the rest of the gefilte fish loaf that we didn't eat the night before, as well as the jarred gefilte fish, which took me forever to open, but I did get it open in that. And then I'm topping it with boiled carrots. This is how my mom always served it. I think it's really good. And then I'm adding some kosher pickles as well, which are so good to combine with gefilte fish. If you've never had gefilte fish, it's quite a unique food. Fish is like the last ingredient you might guess about it. It tastes like a sweet loaf, I guess. It's hard to describe. Go out and try it if you have it. Okay, it's 2 p.m. People are getting here at about 4:30, so about 2.5 hours to go. The brisket is pretty much cooked. It says 45 minutes left on the timer that I randomly made up. But what I want to do is slice it, and it has to go in the oven, and the gravy has to be separated. So I'd love to do that around 3, like long before everyone comes, and then I can get changed after that. Then the dining room is pretty much set and ready. We've got the stuff over there, everything over here. I realized when I showed this earlier, and I was like, everything's ready to go. There were no glasses or flatware on the table. Have you got your teapot? Zachy's got his teapot.
2 pretty cups.
I put out the kids' tables and a few just coloring pages and some plague masks and crayons. I decided to make a 10-minute kids Haggadah, basically. Why I decided to do that this afternoon, I don't know. It was kind of my plan all along. And then I decided I will definitely put it up on Etsy for next year. I had been wanting to do this anyway, so it kind of forced me to do it. I made a family Haggadah, obviously makes it nicer for Etsy. It's just 3 pages, hits everything that absolutely has to be said, and then the songs that our kids already learned in preschool. So that's it. So I printed off a few copies just for the adults, and it's just a really nice 3-pager. That's it. And it should probably take us like 10 minutes with the singing and everything, maybe 15. And I tried to make it fun. Before I put it on Etsy, I'll make it a little more fun, like a little bit even more interactive. But yeah, stay tuned next year. Okay, so I have to staple these. I just got a new stapler. That's very convenient. Okay, so I'm gonna staple these and then we are pretty much ready to go. I will pop everything in the oven at 4 so that when we actually eat around 5:15, we're good to go. Zachary. Okay, go stand next to him. That's it. Good afternoon. It's a few hours later. I'm snacking on a macaroon and I wanted to show you the food that I have prepped. The brisket is done. I carved it or sliced it and actually just put it back in the slow cooker because normally I would roast it at the end, but it's just too complicated with the timing. So anyways, back in the slow cooker, it'll be fine. We've got kugel, haroset, the boiled eggs. This is the chicken, which I'm about to put in the oven. Stuff the Seder plate, which I need to do right now. Gefilte fish. And the desserts left over from last night. These, by the way, are Passover rolls, if you've never seen them before. They're actually pretty good. So I'm going to make the Seder plate and start to put stuff in the oven in just a few minutes so that it's ready to go for dinner. Yay, night number 2.
Work when it's dark and when it's light. Ding, ding, ding.
I know I signed off for the night, but bedtime happens even on Passover, and I just want to show you guys we're reading The Little Hen and the Passover Matzah. And then the second book Corey picked is Max Makes a Cake, which is actually a Passover book too. These books are both from PG Library, right?
Yeah. And this book, Gianna read.
And Gianna read this book? Gianna's Corey's teacher.
But
But not that one? Okay, I'm sure they're both good. All right, say good night.